A rabbi from Texas A&M is in Australia tonight to be with his son, who was among those shot in the Hanukah celebration attack this past weekend. Fox 7's Rudy Koski spoke to a family member today about the recovery process for them and the Jewish community. Rudy.
Hi, Mike. Yeah, that Aggie rabbi has two sons who both serve the Jewish community. One is among those injured from the attack, as you mentioned, and the other is in College Station, where we spoke today about healing and responding to the hate. Rabbi Label Lazaroff was one of the organizers of the Hanukkah celebration that was targeted by two gunmen this past weekend. The former College Station resident recently moved to Australia.
He was hit twice, we now know, once in the abdomen and in the leg.
Hanukah Lazaroff is Rabbi Label's brother. He spoke to me Tuesday from his office in College Station.
Thank God he is, after a few surgeries, he's stable, and actually, as of now, he is awake and, coherent, so that's really nice.
Hanukah is also a rabbi and serves the Aggie Land Jewish community with his father. After being notified of the attack, Rabbi Yossi Lazaroff drove to Austin and flew to Sydney to be with his son.
Super long flight. For a few hours, they didn't know where he was or if he was alive, which hospital he was in. They didn't know anything really.
During a layover in San Francisco, Rabbi Yossi observed Hanukkah in the airport, far from home, and the celebration there.
We here lit our menorah at the Texas A&M campus, Sunday night, and the president of the university came and spoke, and it was so beautiful, and the whole community came out together, in solidarity, and they were doing exactly the same thing in Sydney.
Rabbi Hanukah spoke about those who ran toward the sound of gunfire and how some of the heroes are identified as members of the Muslim faith.
I mean, it's incredible. There are good people everywhere, and the good people, all the good people out there in this world, in this country, we have to stand up. You could be a bystander or an upstander, and I think the more of us that are upstanders in our community, pillars of light where we try to do good deeds and try to help others out, I think that's really special and really important.
That call for unity comes despite news the gunmen were inspired by ISIS.
There are hateful ideologies out there, and we have to do our best to combat it.
Rabbi, with that said, are you concerned that there's going to be a backlash against all Muslim people because of this attack?
I definitely don't think that is appropriate. Nor should that happen. But again, all we could do in our communities, whether you're Muslim, you're Christian, you're Jewish, you're a Texan, wherever you live, wherever you are, as Texans, as Americans, I think we have to just do our best to add light in our local communities, treat each other with respect and with kindness.
An example of that, this social media post of a call to Rabbi Yossi from Mohammed Tahadi.
I know you and your family will need some time. But moving forward, you and your community, tell your son anything that is needed from a Muslim imam, consider me there.
Tahadi leads the Global Imams Council and is a controversial vocal critic of Islamic extremism. He has spoken out against protests targeting Israel and members of the Jewish community, like those that took place last year on several college campuses, including Texas A&M, where Rabbi Hanukah serves.
Free speech is free speech, but we're allowed to call out speech. That's also free speech, and we can say that this is hateful and this is wrong. So we can definitely stand up, for what's right. But again, I don't know if I have, the grand answers to fix the whole society or the country or, certainly the world. But I know what I could do in my life.
How does the Jewish community move forward?
With resolve. We're not going anywhere. We're going to light our menorah. We're going to celebrate our holiday. If you're Jewish out there, light your menorah tonight, light your menorah all the nights of Hanukkah, celebrate your holiday. It's a fun holiday. Let's have a good time. And there's nothing wrong with being Jewish. I'm proud, we're proud of who we are, and we're not going anywhere. That's actually the story of Hanukkah, right? To a certain extent, the Greeks tried getting rid of our religion over 2,000 years ago, and they weren't successful. Here we are today, and we will continue to be here. We'll continue to be here celebrating as proud Jews.
Be seen and be proud. Now, Rabbi Hanukah said his family appreciates all the support and prayers that they've gotten. He wrapped up our interview by saying his prayer is for miracles, miracles for those injured, miracles for families of the lost, and for peace as we enter this new year, Mike.
And Rudy, Rabbi Label Lazaroff, he worked for a rabbi in Australia who has ties to Texas, right?
Right. That was Rabbi Eli Schlanger. He was shot and killed standing right next to Rabbi Label. Rabbi Schlanger was born in London, but reportedly knew several people here in Texas, including an old classmate who's a rabbi in San Antonio. Mike?
Okay, thank you for that, Rudy.